Well, morning Tom, it's Sunday morning, the something of August again. No it isn't, it's September. Dear oh dear oh dear. It's a sunny morning here, but it's bitterly cold. And I've got me fleecy jacket on and my body warmer. I should have my trapper's hat on really to keep my ears warm, but just been out to tidy up a bit in the garden. We had a lot of rain last night and the early hours of this morning, up to about 5 o'clock it was lashing it down. I dare say you've had the same. And there was a great big blue sack wrapped around the Rolls Royce springs, which is now of course a light feature. So I retrieved that before it blew all over the place. So just sorting out pots. These two now are all cleaned out. They're all planted up with bulbs. I've put the grills on to keep the cats away. This is the one of course where the sparrowhawk had collared the little sparrow. But the Cotoneaster here got loads and loads of berries this year. So that's it as far as the front lawn's concerned. And then we got this little privet bush cut down. It was looking rather straggly, so that's all trimmed up. We've got the front edge done now. That's all done for winter. And then there's nothing to do down the drive. Still got these hydrangeas. I mean, I can't believe these hydrangeas. I know I've mentioned this before in the last video I did, but I mean, unbelievable really that these are flowered after chopping them back last year. But you know, that's nature. You can't put your finger on it, how it all works at times. So I'll be leaving these this year. Won't be chopping them back, so we'll get a lot more flowers. I mean, this one here, for instance, the first time I've ever had a blue one on this bush. This is a hydrangea, but it's never ever really produced a lot of flowers, and I've had it a lot of years. I don't know why, but anyway, I've got my big box there that I've done up. That's full of bulbs, crocuses, snowdrops, and then my hostas I did the other day, split them, so that's how they are now, 2 in a pot. I've got all them done. Well, there's one more tub to do, but I'm going to leave that till next year. All these pots now are emptied, except for this stone one at the back, which has still got gladioli. Look, these gladioli flowering. I mean, all the rest I've chopped back because they're finished, but these are still flowering. So yeah, stripped all the spring plants out now that have died off. That's another hosta that I've planted up. This is the arum lily that I'm going to split when all the leaves die off. But on saying that, if you look at the top, I've got new leaves coming. It's crazy. But I can't split this until this lot's died off, otherwise I'll lose them. This one, I can't remember the name of this now. Alfred Great. I think it's called Alfred Great. That will stay there for winter. All the little trays are empty now. I'll just get rid of them and get a better picture. That's better. Yeah, so the gladioli are going to go like these ones here. I've chopped these back a while back now. Let that lot die off, and then I'm going to replant them. That's the other arum lily that I will split and send you one. And then the gladioli, of course, are going in these baths, like I said before. Those two wall trays have been cleaned out today. My busy Lizzie down here, I'm going to get that inside the potting shed if I can find some room, and try to winter that over. I've got some more hostas down there that have been repotted, and then I've got 4 down at the bottom of the garden where the lavataria is. These, I'm not sure what the names are, I've forgotten, the labels are blown away. I've got a white one and a yellow one. I've got to check up whether they'll winter out. And the same with this. I don't think it will actually. I think we've got to winter. And then this fuchsia, that'll go in the potting shed. I'll trim that down once it starts to die off and winter that over. This is one that I wintered over last year, and it's got bigger this year. Well, this is a job I'm on with at the moment, reconcreting this post, and I'm just waiting for the bag of postcrete just to make it more secure. Then I've got to find a hook and eye so we can hook it back, keep it open when we need to do. At the moment it's been propped up with a stone joke. So that's what we're on with now. We're getting there slowly. This again, as I've said before, is going to be planted out with all different seeds, poppies, snowdrops, etc. They're all ready for off. I was going to maybe do somewhat at weekend, but it's too windy today, so I'm going to leave it till next week when the weather's a bit calmer. The forecast for next week is good. Temperatures hovering around about 13 or 14, I think. It's down to 5 this morning. So I'll get all this sorted out this week, because it's now well into September, and they want planting September, October time, and then get them sown and get the soil on top. So it's steady progression, and yeah, the clematis should do well next year. Yeah, I was so lucky with that I didn't lose it, but anyway, we didn't. So just go inside the potting shed to show you. All the geraniums are in now. I've just brought this big one in, so keep an eye on those. They'll gradually die off. Cut all the dead stuff out, and by keeping them over here on the new bench, they'll be away from the window, and they won't get frostbitten. But I'm going to get some stuff, I don't know what they call it, it's similar to what I've got here, this stuff here, to cover them up with, and anything that I have on this bench here as well will get covered over. I've still got some sunflower seeds to get out of these flowers. I'm just letting them dry off a bit. I've got some more bulbs in there that need planting up, And here I've got, this is what I bought this year, some mimulus, and there was another plant in it, and I can't remember, which had died, so I stripped that out, and this was just a little clump of fresh growth, so I've left it in. There's the label down there, and I've got one here that's beginning to flower, so I'm hoping that'll winter out okay. Those two pots there are an experiment. I've planted some arum lily seeds. The one near the back door actually did produce two lovely flowers, and I've got the seeds, which the rest of them are in that tray just down there. But I split some open yesterday, and I've just purely as an experiment, because I haven't a clue what I'm doing. I really haven't. I just bumble through it all. I've planted them and see what happens. I don't know whether I've planted them at the right time or whatever. You know, you can look stuff up. I know you can Google stuff and find out information, but I just do it this way and see what happens. And if it doesn't, I'll try another way. Because you get that many different conflicting ways of doing stuff on the internet and what have you. So yeah, that's about it really. I've got this plant here I've brought in. This was really bonny. I'm just trying to find out. It's Ambulia. Yeah, and it was looking a bit sad. It was outside. I brought it in this morning. I've given it a wee drop of water, not much, because it was outside in all the rain last night, but it was under the clematis, so it didn't catch a lot of rain. So I'll just see how it goes, and there we are. That's it. So we're getting ready for winter. Right, bye for now. Well, morning Tom. I'm just going to add this bit of video on to the one I did the other day, because I've got the seeds in and the soil on. This is a bit of garden just around the back of the garage. It's what we call the L-shaped garden. So I've managed to get this done this morning. So in here we have a mixture of two different varieties of poppies, bluebells, grandmother's bonnet, foxgloves, two unknown plants, which I think are wildflowers. So I've just sprinkled all this lot on top of the old soil and covered it with some new topsoil. So another madcap idea. Whether it'll produce the goods next spring, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But it's in, well protected from the frost, and planted at the right time of the year. That's the main thing. So there we are. Maybe the little characters will keep an eye on it for me. So, and I've done the same down at the bottom the bottom end, where the Volateria is. It's just a sprinkling of all sorts, anything and everything that I've managed to get hold of. So I'll just get rid of me there. So there we are. We'll see how it all goes. Okay, cheerio for now.